Hello, gorgeous souls, and welcome back to my channel where we are talking today all about how I went from having $0 in my bank account to then manifesting six figures in that same year, all using the energetics behind money. So it's so powerful. I'm so excited. I have been wanting to create this video for you for quite some time to really help you to see money from a different light and to really share this advice that I wish that I had at this period of my life where things felt really hard and really out of my control with money. And, if you've clicked on this video, maybe I'm feeling a sense of that tightness within your chest right now. And, I'm getting that visual of you, having those sleepless nights around, paying the bills and, that day-to-day living. And I remember myself in that period of time. So going back to the period of time that I spoke about where I had little amounts of money in my bank account. And I thought at that point of time that I was going to have to move back in with my parents, and it was putting a strain on my relationship. And I thought that there was something wrong with me. And Spirit's coming through really strong to say right now is that there's nothing wrong with you. You are amazing. You are incredible. You are, taking the right steps. And that's why you have manifested this video today, where I'm talking and I'm sharing about this different way of looking at money and looking at abundance and how to, call and manifest that within your life as well. And in that point of my life, I had always had that safety net of money. And I had always, that illusion of feeling abundant because, when I was younger, I, had 3 jobs at a time and I was always go. And I always was attracting that money in from that illusion of feeling abundant, right? I say illusion because a lot of us feel that, we are abundant and we have this steady income coming in when it comes to, say, being an employee. So having a job and having that steady paycheck coming in. And when that illusion disappears, a lot of us don't actually look at our mindset and the energetics behind money until we are in that position where we have lost that safety net. And that was for me at that period of time. I was really, I'm also hearing, it's just get to the point. It's how can this happen? It's coming. But I really want to create this background picture so that you can understand that place where I was and then where I was able to get myself and how to do that. So I'm really going to lay that out for you today. But that period of time, so I actually spent all of the money that I had and got myself into debt. And what I realized, I was in my business trying to attract clients, trying to create more abundance from that place of lack and scarcity, right? Because action taken from lack and scarcity creates very different results than action taking out from a place of abundance, right? And it's just if we keep taking that action from that identity of lack of I don't have the money, therefore I need to do this action. I need to attract these clients in. Otherwise, I'm not going to have the money that I desire. And when you think of it from the perspective, and this is a massive key shift, and maybe listen back over this key point as well, is that when we are talking about manifesting, we are talking about aligning ourselves with the version of us who already has what it is that we desire, right? Let's say that again. We are aligning with that version of us who already has what it is that we desire. So when you think of it from that perspective, and this was a huge shift for me a huge wake-up call, because at that point I was very logical when it came to money. I was very, I just have to take all of this action, and it just wasn't providing me with the abundance. So I had to dig deeper into manifestation. And that's when I really understood the value of becoming and embodying that version of you who already has the money, who already has the abundance. And that is a massive key shift to understand here. And that is how essentially I went from making $0, having $0 in my bank account, to that 6 figures, is bridging that gap between the old identity, the identity that I had attached myself to, that did not have the money in the bank account, that felt really scarce and lack, and looked at everything, because remember, it's all a perception. Our reality is a reflection of our internal world. So I was seeing all of the lack and the scarcity in my external world, because that is how I felt in my internal world. So I had to shift from that lack and scarcity version of me into aligning with that version who already had the money. And I'm going to explain how I did that in a moment. But I want to say, as soon as I did that, as soon as I said, okay, I'm going to look at the deeper reason why I'm feeling lack and scarcity, and rewire those patterns, rewrite, a lot of it comes down to, generational patterns that we have been passed on to. A lot of it comes down to, our subconscious is developed from ages 0 to 7, and we're walking little sponges around those ages, right? And we pick up all of the mindset and the beliefs from our parents, our teachers, whoever you were surrounded by at that age. And for me, I was surrounded by, single mom who was trying to get by and trying to provide for us. And, lots of lack and scarcity. When I was younger, I can't afford that. We have to wait for child support. My parents had separated. So if you can think about right now for a moment of who were you surrounded by when you were younger, around that age 0 to 7, if you can remember. And how did they speak about money? What beliefs did they hold around money? That's a really key thing to look at when we are shifting from that scarcity to that version of you who already has that money. It's actually looking at these beliefs that have been wired in your subconscious. Because the craziest thing about manifestation, and something that blew my mind, is that 95% of what we manifest is subconscious. So you consciously want more money, but then subconsciously there's all of these stories running in the background. And that's what they are. They're stories, right? So when I started to do this deeper work around money, mindset, and energetics, and shifted my perspective from thinking, well, I just have to do more in order to attract more money. Instead, it was, who can I be in order to magnetize that abundance to me? And when I started to do that, I went from, every single month that I created a really powerful intention around the money that I wanted to call in, it came in. And I started to attract 5K months, 5K months, then went to 10K months, 10K months, and then even 15, and then 20, until 6 figures in that same year. And this wasn't from doing anything different. This was actually looking at who I was being. So it was rewiring to that abundant version of me. It's just it's absolutely mind-blowing. And I can just see so many light bulb moments going off for you right now, because it's not about doing more. And right now you might be in that perspective of like, I've got to do this, I've got to do that, I've got to do that. And your to-do list is a million miles, right? And then it's really, if we can shift that and actually look at the reasons behind why you are in that lack instead of that abundant version of you. So I'm going to share with you a really simplified version of what I did each month to attract more abundance until I hit that 6 figures. So a big thing, again, was creating that intention. What was the money that I desired to call in and why? So really key aspects. The money that you desire to call in, I recommend getting a pen and paper, writing this down or coming back to this video, save it for later. Writing the money that you desire and why. Why do you desire this money? What is it for? Because the universe does not speak the language of money. It speaks the language of feelings. So what emotion does that thing give you? Why do you want the money? That is such a powerful thing, because if we're just focusing on money right now, it's like, I just want more money. It's like, what does that even mean? The universe, like money is a construct that humans have created, right? So it's really getting clear on what emotions do the things that you desire bring into your body, and how can you start feeling into those emotions now. Number 3 is looking at all of the reasons why what you desire you can't have. Like why the money you desire is not possible for you to attract. It sounds weird, right? Because the old mentality is just like, well, you just have to think positive thoughts all the time and then you'll attract the abundance in. But that is a load of BS. That's not how manifestation works. We actually have to look at the beliefs behind money to actually attract it in, right? So powerful. And that's why looking back at how your parents spoke about money, how your teachers spoke about money, all of these factors are going to have an influence on how you think about money. So we want to actually rewrite those stories from the limiting belief to the supportive belief. So how can we shift that belief from the limiting one to a more supportive one? And this is going to be different for everyone because you all have different limiting beliefs. But a really impactful thing here is actually looking at, okay, this is my more supporting belief. And then find evidence of that belief in your external world. Say, okay, I choose to believe that money is actually easy to attract. And then you can start finding evidence in your external world of people who have attracted money with so much ease. Like you can find that everywhere if you look, right? So you're finding evidence to support these new beliefs. Because the thing with the subconscious is that you have gone throughout your life really validating these beliefs over and over and over again. So they are so embedded in the subconscious. So we need to find more supportive beliefs around money, and then also find evidence to support that. So you're rewiring the mind from lack and limiting beliefs to abundance and supportive beliefs of what you want to attract. That is so powerful. From that space, you've created your intention, you have got really clear on the why, you have reprogrammed any subconscious beliefs. And the 4th one is showing up as if you already have the abundance and the money that you truly desire for that month. It's tapping back into that energy right up until the 11th hour. That is the most important piece of this whole entire process. It's so powerful and potent. And where I see a lot of people go wrong is that they, set the intentions and the why amazing. But then when it actually comes to playing in that quantum field and shifting into that next level version of themselves, that is where I see a lot of people fall off the bandwagon and think, why didn't I manifest that money that I truly desired? And it breaks my heart so much. That is why I have created something super potent and powerful for you. If you feel called to go into this process deeper, you can, shut off this video and be like, no, I'm going to try it on myself. And you do that. You go. That's amazing. But if you feel called to go deeper, I've condensed all of this information into a 4-week program where I am helping you every single day to reprogram and rewire to abundance. It's not just about, it's so easy to fall into the lack as you move through each day until you attract that money, right? But if we can really hone in and consciously rewire the mind to abundance, then there is no limit to what you can attract. It is just so potent and powerful work. And I'm so excited to be able to be offering this to you now. So if you feel called and feel pulled, I will link in the description, the link below, so you can check out all of those juicy details. And I am just so excited for you because this is the beginning. This is the beginning where you truly step into that abundant life that you truly desire. So until next time, my gorgeous souls, I will see you in the next video. Bye.